Hey guys, it's Sarah Beth. Welcome to my channel. So if you've been paying attention, then you know that the last two videos I uploaded were designed to strengthen your core and your shoulders to prepare you for the intermediate arm balance series, which starts right now. Now, what is an arm balance? Arm balance is any kind of a yoga pose that shifts your weight from your lower body into your upper body. At the very basic, an arm balance could be something like a side plank or a plank pose. But when I'm talking about arm balances, I'm talking about more intermediate poses like crow pose, side crow, hurdler's pose, 8 limbs pose, baby crow. These are all poses that we're gonna work on together over the next 8 weeks and more. Now, there's so many reasons to practice arm balances, and some of those would include the fact that arm balances will help you to develop a good strength and muscle and tone in your upper body, which is especially great for women to help prevent osteoporosis. So practice your arm balances now, prevent later. Now, other reasons to practice arm balances is because it's going to improve your posture, improve your body awareness, it's going to tone your balance and reflexes, and it's going to teach you to practice with a playful persistence in the face of a challenge. And arm balances can be quite challenging. Now, when you practice arm balances, you need to understand that there's a foundational strength and flexibility and an understanding of some basic yoga concepts before you even get into these poses. Arm balances require a lot of core and upper body strength. And if you can hold a high plank or a low plank like the bottom of a chaturanga for a few deep breaths in good form, then you probably already have some of that foundational strength to build your arm balance practice off of. But it never hurts to continue building that foundational strength. And the way you can do that is through the very basic of poses would be downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is gonna help you develop that upper body strength because you're placing some weight into your upper body. Do you remember when you did your first down dog and after about 15 seconds, your arms were on fire, your shoulders are on fire, and you're like, what is this crazy pose? And now, after however long you've been practicing, down dog's quite a bit easier to hold. You can hold it for longer than 15 seconds and you don't get that fire in your shoulders right away. Well, the reason is because you've been practicing it, so you've been building that foundational strength. Beyond down dog, there's high plank and low plank, the bottom of a chaturanga. When you are building strength in high plank and low plank, you are building that strength around the foundations of a lot of these arm balances. Like high plank has that 90 degrees in your armpit, and when you do poses like crane pose with that nice straight arm, you are working the same muscles that you do in high plank. But a lot of arm balances have that chaturanga arm bent at the elbow at 90 degrees. And if you can understand the concept of the chaturanga arm, if you have a strong chaturanga arm and the strong triceps required to hold that chaturanga, then you are already on your way to hold these arm balances, because a lot of arm balances require that, like hurdler's pose, side crow, 8 limbs pose. They all have those strong chaturanga arms. And then the last thing would be pickups and boat pose. Both of these poses are gonna help you fire up your core and engage your core. They're going to strengthen your stabilizing muscles in a way that will help you to contract your abdominals, to lift your hips and lift your legs up off the ground. When you're in arm balances and you shift the weight out of your legs and into your arms, it's your core that carries a lot of that weight. The more engaged your core is, the lighter your hips and legs will feel. So work on all of those poses to help you build your foundational strength, and I've made it easy for you. I have videos that have all of those poses, like the pickup practice, the plank practice, the Tabata yoga challenge. Those all will help you to develop that foundational strength, and I've got it all linked in the info section below. Make sure you open that at the end of this video. You can muscle your way into these poses, but it's the flexibility and the suppleness of your joints that is gonna help you to hold these poses effortlessly. Doing forward folds, spinal twists, and hip openers is gonna help you a lot with developing that flexibility. And again, I have videos like the Yoga for Detox and Digestion is gonna help you a lot with the twisting, and that also has side crow in it, which is an arm balance, so you can start your arm balance practice right then and there. I also have the gentle hip opening yoga flow for your hips as well and your knees, and that's gonna help you, and I'll put that down in the links below. Now, beyond the strength and flexibility is a good understanding of a strong yogi hand. A strong yogi hand, fingers fan out evenly, grounding down through all of your knuckles, especially when you're placing weight into your hands. You need to teach yourself, you need to train yourself to place weight into your hands. And I go through all of that in depth in my yoga for wrist pain video, so make sure you check that out below in the links and watch that, teach yourself to place weight in your hands. That way, when you're practicing these arm balances, you are strengthening your wrists instead of straining them. Last thing to remember, this is yoga. It's yoga. It's fun, it's playful, it's calm, it's cool. Practice these poses on both sides of your body to develop that nice, balanced, equal strength. That's gonna help you in your yoga practice, and it's gonna help you in your daily life, your basic health. Beyond that, make sure you don't measure yourself on your successes and your failures. There's gonna be a lot of successes and failures in an arm balance practice because it's so challenging. But try to focus on the process, on the journey, on that whole learning experience, instead of just focusing on the destination. And finally, on This Is Yoga, approach these poses with a playful, calm, relaxed attitude. No matter where you are in the pose, even if you can't get your feet up off the ground in crow pose, or you're not comfortable lifting your feet up off the ground yet, keep practicing there because you're still gaining the strength in your shoulders and in your core just practicing with your feet on the ground. You'll get there when your body's ready. For now, just practice. The key is practice. Okay, you guys, I am so excited. For the next 2 months, I'm gonna upload 1 video a week, and each video is gonna have 1 arm balance that we're gonna work on together, including tips, modifications, and warm-up poses to help you get into and practice these arm balances. I'm gonna upload them right before the weekend starts so that you can have all weekend to play into these poses, and make sure you add them and incorporate them into your regular practice. Also, in the meantime, I already have 2 arm balances uploaded on my channel, side crow and crow pose. So make sure you go check those out. See how you feel in those poses. Do you need to work on your flexibility? Do you need to work on your strength? And then use my other videos to help prepare you for the intermediate arm balance series coming up. I am so beyond excited to teach you guys these arm balances. If you're just as excited as me, click that like button, that thumbs up button, and let me know. And then by next week, we'll have our first arm balance ready to go. Click subscribe if you haven't already so you can get that notification when I upload these videos. Also, down in the link section below, I have my Facebook, my Tumblr, my Twitter, my Instagram, all a bunch of different ways for you to connect with me. I want you to connect with me. Come say hi. Let me know who you are. I love getting to know my audience, and hey, I'm a yoga instructor. This is my job. So if you have any questions, let me know. And if I don't know the answer to your questions, at least I can send you in the right direction. In the meantime, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'm gonna see you next week. I am so excited. Have a wonderful day.